You guys about to get all these sunglasses. It is so bright out here, but I'm so grateful. For more hacks on doing things disciplined, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so that you get those notifications of when I drop the week's episode. What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Convos from the Whip, where I teach you all things focused, fit, and disciplined so you can get your next level opportunity and live unapologetically healthy. Like this video and share it with your friends if you think that they need a dose of discipline in their day. Today, we are going to talk about excellence. Now, part of that excellence is getting that 4-letter word out of your system, can't. When we talk about excellence, that doesn't mean we know it all. That doesn't mean we have all the answers. As a matter of fact, it actually means the opposite. You don't know everything. You don't have all the answers. And along your journey, you are willing to do everything it takes to keep yourself performing in excellence. What does excellence mean? Well, to me, excellence means that you are making sure that you are not allowing distractions to get in the way. You are making sure that you are not letting toxic people get into your head. And it makes certain that you are holding yourself accountable and you have other people holding you accountable to the things that you say you're going to do. I want you guys to listen to this and listen to this well. I don't have all the answers. I am someone who came from a place of I want to do it and I want to do it well. And if I'm going to do it, I may as well do it well. Coming from a place of knowing that I could have done much more in my athletic career. I could have done much more in certain areas of my life that I feel like may have fumbled. It can be a little bit discouraging to try to get back up on that horse, but I want to assure you that it is so very possible. I have a story. So when I was in high school, I was a really good track athlete. I'm going to put that out there. I was a great track athlete, so much so that I was recruited by quite a few schools. And in my final year of competition, my senior year of competition, I was at a national championship. And I was at high school nationals. I was competing in the long jump. Long jump was one of my best events. And I was going back and forth with this one particular other athlete. Well, really two. And then it turned into one other one. And she and I were going back and forth. I'll just say this today. I love this girl. She's an amazing person. She was from another state. And we didn't really know each other outside of the sport of track and field. And over the years, we became really good friends post high school and into our collegiate careers and even into adult life. But at the time, we were battling it out. We were going back and forth and back and forth. And one minute I would be leading the competition. The next minute she would be leading the competition. It came down to my final jump. I was on my 6th jump. If you know anything about the sport of track and field, in the long jump, you get 3 attempts. They take the top 9 best competitors from the trials of the competition and you go into a final, and the top 9 will get 3 more attempts. I got to my 5th jump and I was winning the competition. I got to my 6th jump and I was the next to the last jumper. She was the last jumper. I think I fouled my 6th jump. Either I fouled it, which means I didn't get a mark, or I didn't best my best jump. I didn't better my best jump. So I'm thinking, I got this in the bag. This is good. You know, we both have been jumping pretty similar. She gets on the runway, jumps her 6th jump, 6th and final jump. Guys, she beat me. Now, it would be an even more dramatic story if I told you she only beat me by 1/4 of an inch or, an inch. But I believe when she jumped a really good jump, guys. Like, it was good. Like, she earned that win. So at the high school national championships, I was only inches away from a national championship. Now, I placed second overall, which is still pretty daggone good, and that qualified me for All-American status. But in that moment, I was so hurt and I was so determined that when I went on to college and post-collegiate, that I was going to compete to my best ability. I was going to compete in the Olympics. I had all these great big goals. And to be completely honest, none of that happened. I had a decent college career. I could have done more. And we'll get into that in another story. But I didn't go to the Olympics. I didn't even qualify for the Olympic trials. And I say all of that to say that even though I didn't get that national title, even though I didn't have the amazing track career I could have had, even though I didn't go to the Olympic trials or the Olympics, I ended up years later, 2018, being nominated for the Hall of Fame for my hometown. And I actually was accepted and inducted into the Hall of Fame in June of this year. It didn't matter that I had a national championship or not. It didn't matter that I didn't go to the Olympic trials. What mattered along the way was the fact that I took every day that I trained and trained in excellence. I took every opportunity that I had to do the absolute best that I could every single day. I lived, breathed, ate track and field. Ask anybody that you know. I just knew I was going to go to the Olympics, guys. I just knew. So I tell that story to encourage you that it doesn't matter what's happening, what may be happening right now, as long as you're doing it in excellence. You may not be exactly where you want to be right now. You may not ever know where you're going to end up. None of us really do, right? And none of us really know what we're doing along the way. But one thing I want to promise you is that if you just keep going, if you decide at that moment that you are going to keep going, that is a guarantee that you will get a reward for your hard work and for your sacrifice. I missed out on a whole lot of going out nights with friends. I missed out on probably a few great parties. But when it came down to it, the achievement that I've gotten to this point has been amazing, and I'm so proud of it. And I have been able to inspire people along the way by just deciding, by choosing and deciding way back then in middle school and high school that I was going to be the absolute best athlete I could be, because I remained disciplined in my sport. I learned my sport. I learned my craft. I learned what it took to be the best. And I learned from other people. I just didn't learn from myself, because Lord knows I didn't know what I was doing. I learned from my teammates. I learned from my coaches. And I want to encourage you that if there's something out there that you want so very badly, don't give up on it. Decide that you want it bad enough to sacrifice and do what it takes to have it, and get help along the way. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Convos from the Whip. I hope that you'll join me next week. And let me know if there's something that you want to talk about going into next week. If there's a topic that you have that you are trying to get more info in, you're trying to get some good life hacks in, I'll be happy to talk about it. In the meanwhile, guys, make sure that you start your day with gratefulness. Make sure that you end your day with gratefulness, and make sure you work your day with greatness, because you are great and you deserve the absolute best. I love you so much. I will see you in the next episode. Love and hugs, guys. Be focused and fit, and discipline your day. Later.